Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to look at some history stuff now, so I'm excited. This is from Hannah's Royal History right here on YouTube. It is Guildford Castle, England's oldest castle? Question mark. I will link this video in the description along with a link over to Patreon and a link of how you can support the channel right here on YouTube. If you have not done so, go check out Patreon. You can join for free, get access to tons of videos that are not available here on YouTube, tons of unedited shows, a couple movies on there, including the In-Betweeners movies, one of the Monty Pythons. I'm going to try to do Hot Fuzz here soon. After I film this, I'm also going to be doing a new episode of IT Crowd over there, Hit Crowd, which I'm having a lot of fun with the first season of that right now, as well as Friday Night Dinner, which is my favorite watch of for the week. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this and see what it's about.
Guildford Castle. This ruin is situated in the heart of Guildford city centre, passed by thousands of people every day, surrounded by beautiful gardens, but the history of this place is often overlooked. Guildford Castle is most often known as and referred to as Guildford Castle by the locals. However, it is often referred to as Guildford Palace, and even on some of the placards that exist on the castle grounds. There are some that call it Guildford Castle, while others that refer to it as Guildford Palace. For this video, I will be referring to it as Guildford Castle, as I live near the area and this is what I've always commonly referred to it as. It is believed that Guildford Castle was built not long after William the Conqueror's victory in 1066, and was part of the massive influence in architecture that William enforced at the time. If you look at the landscape, you can see that the ruin is the castle keep, and that it follows the traditional style of a motte and bailey castle. The mound, or motte, was made by piling up chalk dug up from the deep ditch around it. Another ditch and bank enclosed the outer area called a bailey, was where the domestic buildings would have been.
I have a question. I don't think she's going to address it because it's obviously you could see that the castle does not have a roof, so I'm guessing it's kind of just ruins. Is there a reason, beyond money, of why they don't restore these? I know they have done some buildings, because we've watched some videos on them and they've kind of mentioned it in passing of restoring stuff. Why would they not invest in that? Because it seems like obviously it's already a tourist attraction. If they would have been able to restore it, they could make it a museum or something that would generate money to make up for it. You would think. Is there just too many? You guys are just so rich in castles that you just don't have the money to restore all of them, I guess.
Earlier timber buildings were replaced with stone in the 12th century. The Great Tower could have been used as a defence if the castle was attacked, but it was also used as a mark of the king's importance. Guildford Castle was the only royal castle in Surrey at the time, and was headquarters to the sheriff, who was the king's deputy in the county. The sheriff used to hold trials at the castle, and prisoners would be
Oh, that's cool. The little walkway under the bridge. That's really cool. Maybe, is it restored? Is it just how it was built that it doesn't have... Is that where the lookouts were? Get a better look. This town is beautiful.
Which was the county jail for Surrey and Sussex. As a result, the king has his apartments relocated into the bailey. The castle reached its peak during the reign of King Henry III, the great-great-great-grandson of William the Conqueror, the man who had originally commissioned the build of the castle. During the reign of King Henry III, Guildford Castle became one of the most luxurious palaces in England. I know, considering it doesn't look like much now. Henry III spent a lavish amount of money replacing the timber with stone and decorating the castle's interior.
So it was
We
restored
know from the
once.
exchequer that the king's great chamber, at least, was panelled with wood. There was glass in the windows, and the ceiling was decorated with moon and stars. The king had his own chapel nearby, as did Eleanor, his queen, although I'm not sure where in the grounds this would be. Queen Eleanor of Provence was a very cultured woman who had taken a great liking to the grounds at Guildford, so she had tiled pavements and colonnaded gardens installed. The life of the castle revolved around the Great Hall, which is probably where the Victorian houses stand now. Nearby buildings would have accommodated the royal children, courtiers and servants who attended the royals. Though this splendour was not to last, as the castle was left to ruin after King Henry III's death in 1272, and eventually abandoned. That is, of course, except for the Great Tower, which would continue as a county jail for another 300 years.
Wow.
In the 16th century, the castle was used by the de Bourne family, who, during the 1540s, installed brick window frames and fireplaces. The castle's ownership would change hands again, as in 1611, King James I sold the castle to his friend, Francis Carter. Francis, or his son, we're not exactly sure who, built a new house attached to the castle arch. The Great Tower was abandoned and the roof was taken off. Guildford Borough Council
Why?
bought the
Why would
castle
they do
in
that?
1885. The grounds became a public park, a new roof and floors were installed, and they have been conserving the area since 2004. And that's all I could find on Guildford Castle. I actually think that's quite a lot for a castle that not many people know about and has been left to ruin and is passed on a daily basis with nobody even knowing the history. I hope you enjoyed this short look at one of England's most obscured castles. Let me know in the comment section below if you knew about this castle prior to this video.
That was good. I thought that was interesting. So, I mean, it sounds like it's passed hands quite a bit, even just, from like a king dying and passing on to his kids. And then it's just wild to me that even when it was like, at its best at one point, they abandoned it. But it sounds like they, it's been around for a long time, but over the years that it has been restored at different times and different pieces of it. And it's just kind of fell to the wayside a little bit. Even now, like she said, people just kind of go by it. They don't even acknowledge it a little bit, which is crazy to me, because that would stand out like a sore thumb around here. But I mean, at the same time, there's buildings that I go by that I'm like, I can't believe that that's just sitting there, and that's crazy. But yeah, that was really, really cool video. If you guys know some other, I mean, I know you guys have a ton of these. If you guys know other ones that you want me to look at, or that you think are kind of cool, let me know, because I don't know, these. I've never even heard of this one. So you guys got to bring them to my attention, because I love it. I think it's super interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching with me, guys. As always, I appreciate you. If you could hit the like button, subscribe, share, hype, all that jazz. And I'll see you on the next one. I hope you have an awesome day.